everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. So in this video I'm gonna read the speech by Malala Yousafzai. She delivered this speech at United Nations Youth Assembly on 12 July 2013. So again welcome. So let's begin my reading. Today it is an honor for me to be speaking again after a long time. Being here with such honorable people is a great moment in my life. I don't know where to begin my speech. I don't know what people will be expecting me to say. But first of all, thank you to God for whom we are equal, and thank you to every people who has prayed for my fast recovery and a new life. I can't believe how much love people have shown me. I have received thousands of good wishes, cards and gifts from all over the world. Thank you to all of them. Thank you to the children whose innocent words encouraged me. Thank you to my elders whose prayers strengthened me. I would like to thank my nurses, doctors and all of the staff of the hospitals in Pakistan and UK and the UAE governments who have helped me get better and recover my strength. I fully support Mr. Ban Ki-moon, the Secretary General, in his Global Education First initiative and the work of the UN Special Envoy, Mr. Gordon Brown, and I thank them both of the leadership they continue to give. They continue to inspire all of us to action. There are thousands of human rights activists and social workers who are not only speaking for human rights, but who are struggling to achieve their goals of education, peace and equality. Thousands of people have been killed by the terrorists and millions have been injured. I am just one of them. So here I stand, one girl among many. I speak not for myself but all the girls and boys. I raise up my voice not so that I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. Those who have fought for their rights, their right to live in peace, their right to be treated with dignity, their right to equality of opportunity, their right to be educated. On the 9th of October 2012, the Taliban shoot me on the left side of my forehead. They shoot my friends too. They thought that the bullets would silence us, but they failed. And then, out of the silence came thousands of voices. The theories that they would change our aims and stop our ambitions. No, but nothing changed in my life, except this: weakness, fear, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage was born. I am the same Malala. My ambitions are the same. My hopes are the same. My dreams are the same. I'm not against anyone. Neither am I here to speak in terms of personal revenge against the Taliban or any other terrorist group. I'm here to speak up for the right of education of every child. I want education for the sons and daughters of all extremists, especially the Taliban. I do not even hate the Taliban who shoot me. Even if there is a gun in my hand and he stands in front of me, I would not shoot him. This is compassion that I have learned from Muhammad, the prophet of mercy, Jesus Christ and Lord Buddha. This is the legacy of change that I have inherited from Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. This is a philosophy of non-violence that I have learned from Gandhiji, Vachakan and Mother Teresa. And this is the forgiveness that I have learned from my mother and father. This is what my soul is telling me. Be peaceful and love everyone. We realize the importance of light when we see darkness. We realize the importance of our voice when we are silent. In the same way, when we were born in Swan in the north of Pakistan, we realize the importance of pens and books when we shut. The wise says the pen is mightier than sword was true. The extremists are afraid of books and pen. The power of education frightens them. They are afraid of women. The power of the voice of women frightens them, and that is why they killed 14 innocent medical students in the recent attack in Quetta. And that is why they killed many female teachers, polio workers in Khyber, Pukhton, Kua and Farta. That is why they are blasting schools every day because they are afraid of change, afraid of equality that we are bringing into our society. I remember that there was a boy in our school who was asked by a journalist, "Why are the Taliban against education?" He answered very simply by pointing to his book. He said, "A Talib doesn't know what is written inside this book. They think that God is a tiny little conservative being who would send girls to the hell just because of going to school. The terrorists are misusing the name of Islam and Pashtun society for their own personal benefits. Pakistan is a peace-loving democratic country. Pashtuns wants education for their daughters and sons. And Islam is the religion of peace, humanity, and brotherhood. Islam says that it is not only each child's right to get education, rather it is their duty and responsibility. Peace is necessary for education in many parts of the world. Wars and conflicts stop children to go through their children. We are really tired of these wars. Women and children are suffering in many parts of the world in many ways. Young girls have to be domestic child labor and are forced to get married at early age. Poverty, ignorance, injustice, racism, and the deprivation of basic rights are the main problems faced by both men and women. Today I am focusing on women's rights and girls' education because they are suffering the most. There was a time when women social activists asked men to stand up for their rights, but this time we will do it by ourselves. I'm not telling men to step away from speaking for women's rights, rather I am focusing on women to be independent, to fight for themselves. Now it's time to speak up today. So today we call upon the world leaders to change their strategic policies in the favor of peace and prosperity. We call upon the world leaders that all the peace deals must protect women and child rights. A deal that goes against the dignity of women and their rights is unacceptable. We call upon all governments to ensure free compulsory education for every child all over the world. We call upon all governments to fight against terrorism and violence, to protect children from brutality and harm. We call upon the developed nation to support the expansion of educational opportunity for girls in the developing world. We call upon all communities to be tolerant, to reject prejudice based on caste, creed, sex, religion, or gender. To ensure freedom and equality for women so that they can flourish, we cannot all succeed when half of us are held back. We call upon our sisters around the world to be brave, to embrace the strength within themselves and realize their full potential. We want schools and education for every child's bright future. We will continue our journey to our destination of peace and education for everyone. No one can stop us. We will speak for our rights and we will bring change to our voice. We must believe in the power and strength of our words. Our words can change the world. Because we all are together. Because we are all together united for the cause of education, and if we want to achieve our goal, then let us empower ourselves with the weapon of knowledge, and let us seal ourselves with unity and togetherness. We must not forget that millions of people are suffering from poverty, injustice, and ignorance. We must not forget that millions of children are out of schools. We must not forget that our sisters and brothers are waiting for a bright future, peaceful future. Let us wage a social struggle against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism, and let us speak of our books and pride. Books and pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the world. Education is the only solution. Education first. Malala Yousafzai. Thank you.